Hi guys, it's Darren here from Crazy BJ Adventure with a very long overdue update, I guess I could say. um, I looked on YouTube today and it's been 4 months since my last update, kind of thing. And I guess the reason why is, as always, it's just because being busy. Um, I never really used the channel, although originally I probably anticipated on using the channel a lot more because I thought YouTube was going to be a bigger factor. But things get away from you, and I like to keep people involved in what we're doing, but I don't probably update as much as I should. Um, because I don't know how far really to take it. And I want to talk about some things to do with that as well on this video. Of course, of keeping everybody updated as well. So the reason as well why I haven't updated as much is only because purely a few videos ago I talked about working on a project which is a freelancing, and that is been ongoing and it's been an amazing opportunity. It's really come along at the right time. Um, and at the moment, I'd like to say it's ongoing for the foreseeable future, or that I'm hoping. Um, which is really helping out. And I know that some of you guys had said about wanting to know more about freelancing, and I will promise to get to you guys about that. The only reason I haven't is that I'm going to be honest with you guys, I felt really lucky because I knew very little about freelancing, and I felt really lucky on the project that I got. So there is a lot of other videos out there of people who use the like of a platform called Upwork. I can put a link in the description if you guys want to have a look at it. And it's an amazing tool which you can set up a profile if you're good at, like, you know, graphic design or anything like that, writing, anything that you feel that you can do from home using a computer as such, whether it be video creation, graphic design, drawing, you know, anything like that. You know, if you've got that sort of skill or talent, you probably will be on Upwork anyway. If you're not, then if you're looking at earning a living from it, then Upwork I would probably refer you to, because it'll come up and find all the jobs, which there are literally hundreds of jobs posted, and you can you know, put yourself forward for it, you know, and compete against other people and look to get money. I can't really say how much it's going to be. It could be, you know, it could run into several hundreds a month. It could run into, you know, you could do a blog post and it might, you know, that you might only get $6 to $11. It literally depends on what's out there and what it is that you're looking for. I'm not specifically happy to share about my client because that's confidential, privileged information, that I'm not comfortable with doing that. So I would never be able to divulge that information. It's not fair on my client, it's not fair on me. So please don't ask me because I'm not going to be able to give you that info. So the other things that have been happening as well, putting that aside at one moment, is ongoing work's been going on in the house, which very soon I'll do a kind of around the house, and you can see the further updates. So nearly all the house is boarded out now and finished. So very soon we're going to be left on with painting jobs, flooring to go down, you know, just general tidying up. But suddenly it's gone from feeling like a builder site into a house that more feels like a home. So we've been here 3 years next April. So now it's December 2019. It'll be 3 years April that we've lived here, and that has gone like literally nowhere. But it's good to see that we're coming to an end of something, which is amazing. Um, and then next year, what it's going to be is the garden. And what we discovered was, oh, for the time being, is because I'm in a more privileged situation that I don't have to go alongside what we were going to do originally, which was about the growing of the veg and things, because I just haven't got time, guys. We haven't got time to do it. And the other reason being is as well is because fruit and veg, where depending on where you buy it, is extremely cheap. It does not cost a lot for fruit and vegetables over here. Of course, it's always better when you grow your own. I'm not dissing anybody who wants to grow their own fruit and veg, but what I'm saying is that I can easily afford to buy it as much as it is to grow it. But it's just to grow is a lot more work because, for instance, excuse me. For instance, if you grow tomatoes, you have to tend them. They grow very, very high. You've got to tie them back, you've got to tend them, then you've got to weed, and then you've got to water. And when you've got a lot of garden, which a lot of these Bulgarian properties have a lot of garden, that's a lot of work at the same time as well. So what we are planning on doing instead is next year we want to hire somebody who can literally come and flatten the garden so we can overturn it and grass it. And then what we're going to do is we are still going to grow, but we're only going to grow something like cherry tomatoes, things like that. We're only going to grow on a very small scale, and more for leisure than a necessity. Now, something I just wanted to kind of touch on from here was as well as about, I getting a lot of people lately who are contacting me about things like cost of living and growing veg and this, that and the other. So this is what I'm going to say is that I know I did a video about this about 2.5 years ago, but I've lived here longer. Now, somebody commented the other day saying that what I was speaking was a load of twaddle, and they found that it wasn't like that at all, that they could live a lot less than the figures that I was saying and this and the other. And that's fine, that's absolutely fine. And so there's a couple of things that I want to say about that. So this guy, I'm not going to mention who he is. I actually blocked the comment because he literally said in the comment, go to my channel, blah, blah, blah. And I'm all for promoting other people's channels. I haven't got a problem with that. But it literally looked like it was just like he was trying to divert people to use my traffic to go and look at his videos. And I haven't got a problem with that if I'm asked. If I'm asked about it, that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. But please don't come on with the intention, if you're growing a YouTube channel yourself, to use my viewers or my videos as a reason to divert people to your videos. Because at the end of the day, I've put a lot of hard work and effort into these videos. I research keywords. I do a lot, when it comes to it. Even though that the edits might not look like a lot, it's what goes on behind the scenes. I've done a lot, in regard to that. So if you do come on and do that, I will remove the comment. It's my channel at the end of the day. I think it's only fair. I wouldn't do that to other people's channels and ask people to divert their traffic to my channel. It's just not how it works. But this person anyway had said that they live off, I think it was like £200 a month. And I can quite believe that. I can quite believe that because Bulgaria, as I've said many times, is a poor country. So I know a lot of pensioners here in Bulgaria. They get about 150 to 160 euro. So that's about 310 leva a month to live off. So it's not a lot. So these people, though, at the same time, they grow not out of pleasure, but out of necessity. Now, to this guy who put this comment, yes, you can grow, you can live on £200 a month. Yeah, absolutely. But when you come from the likes of the UK, the likelihood is that you're not going to be earning £200 in the UK a month to be able to live off. That's the difference between here and in the UK. So yeah, you probably can live off £200 a month, but the chances that you're earning more is probably more likely. So let's say a pensioner living on the maximum pension, state pension, is about £160 a week. So that is about 640, something like that. Work the maths out for yourself. So when you work that out into leather, that's over £1,000 a month. And that's like having £1,000 in the UK. So it is very different. So over here, what they tend to do is they'll grow, and then what they'll do is they preserve the food for over the winter time. And some people want to adopt that and they want to do that themselves. And again, that's fine. There's no right way and there's no wrong way here to live in Bulgaria. Just know that the cost of living is less. Council tax is no more than €30 a year. That's 60 leva. If you want to know mine, it was 22 leva for the year for the council tax here. That's what, about £8 a month. £8 a year. Vehicles for the cars, that's a bit more expensive. We pay for the vignette per car, which is kind of like the road tax. It's 93 leva a year. About, let's say, £40, still cheaper than the UK. The cost of fuel is about £1 a litre, it works out at. And then you've got your insurance. The last time I paid for the insurance, I paid about £150 for the year for the Nissan Navara. Then I had to pay a village tax on top for the Navara. That was 120 leva a year. That's about £50. So yeah, it's a bit more costly for the cars, but part and parcel of it if you want to have a vehicle that you want to drive around in, etc. So it's all about finding your own way, living here. And if you're still kind of on the fence about what to do, and that you're wanting to say about it, and I see a lot of people say, well, where's the best place to live, and this and the other, is to just come over and visit, and just see some places. If you're planning a fortnight's holiday, then do a fortnight's holiday, hire a car, and book some different places. Book the coast at Varna, that's where you get a lot of the holiday makers going. Then book somewhere a bit more inland, like Velito Tarnovo, which is more central, which gets a lot of Brits there. Or you could go to Stara Zagora, which is a beautiful place as well. A book as far as the northwest, which is more poorer. It's cheaper again, but you might not get as many things as what you can in other places. So it's not about what I tell you. It's not about what anybody tells you. It's about what we've experienced ourselves and how that might help you. I'm not a guru, and I never claim that I am a guru. So I'm not the all-knowing, and I'm still learning all the time. But I would definitely say that in the time that I've been here, that I've picked up and I know a lot, and I've learned a lot. Like things that I've listened to even to other people, and I thought, oh right, well I want to do that, and then it's turned out it's wrong, and you can't do it the way it's been suggested at all. So that's something else you're going to find out as well, is that people are going to tell you things, and you're going to do it, and you're going to find out that, it's not that way at all. It's not how it's meant to be, and this is how it's meant to be, and you learn the hard way, but it's a good way to learn as well. When we first came here, we didn't have anybody to show us these things. We learned ourselves, So I had to kind of go around with Google Translate on my phone and talk to people and find out, where do we go to get screws, and where do we go to get wood, and how do we order firewood, and how do we connect to fire, and all this stuff. So it was like YouTube wasn't even beneficial either because there wasn't that many people, still really isn't, who are sharing about their lives over here. Um, so it was hard, but it was rewarding at the same time. So I do know a lot more than what I used to know. Um, but that's not to say that it's going to change down the line in future. Another thing that somebody asked me, I think it was just today, was somebody said, how many British people are living in Bulgaria? And honest to God, I couldn't honestly tell you the figure of how many expatriates there are living here, in Bulgaria. There are a lot, I'll tell you that. But Bulgaria has a total population of, I think it's about 6 million. Now that's probably the equivalent of the size of London, and it's actually depleting at an alarming rate because a lot of people are having to move because they're looking for work, so they're moving to other countries such as like Germany and other countries. So the population is dwindling, and obviously the amount of people moving in at the same time changes on a regular basis. So I honestly couldn't tell you how many English live here. I'm really, really sorry, but I honestly would not have a clue. Um, but it's I am going to put a guess, and I'm only putting a guess at over 500,000 British that are living here. So I don't even know if that registers as like, I don't. It probably registers as 600,000. So let's say 100,000 is 10% of 1 million. So I don't know, probably about 8%, something like that. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not brilliant in maths. I never have claimed to be very, very good at maths. Work out the maths yourself. And again, it's just a guess. It's nothing exact. But the good on the other side, just putting this other stuff aside, like getting back to us a minute. So we've got good news. So the good news is that our heating system now is fully installed and it works so well. We've got the main fire, which we have nothing but problems with. I don't know if you remember before, but there used to be a flue pipe here. That's gone. The reason that it's gone is because we had too many bends in the flue, so we couldn't get the fire to draw. We took the bends out, the extra ones, and redirected the flue, and it works amazingly well now. So we are literally fully central heated in the house. We have a radiator in every room, and it's brilliant. Not worried at all about the winter at all, and because it's lovely and warm. And if it's not, I've got a gas heater here. So when I'm working, I'll have that on. Sometimes the dogs are lying in front of that, and that gets the room lovely and warm as well. While I'm working, it makes a significant amount of difference. You must excuse me because my mouth's so dry, and I didn't bring a drink up with me. So I guess like now that summer's over, we are coming into the winter. We've got no snow at the moment. We had like a morning of snow last week. And it snowed during the morning, but by the afternoon it was gone. And the forecast is just showing kind of like for a bit of a wet December. Although today it's been beautiful and sunny and blue skies, and we have temperatures on average of 11. So it's nice, because last December it was cold, and it started really the cold from November, and it didn't get warm until about March. So we felt it a lot last year, but this year, touch wood, it's mild and it's nice and it's enjoyable. So that's really like everything I've made. It's probably a bit of waffle more than anything else. Um, but keep on asking questions by all means, guys. I'll look at answering as and when I can. I really don't have an issue with doing that. I just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody and let everybody know, yes, I'm still around, still living here. Nothing's changed in that respect. And I will do another video of a walk around with the house as soon as I get some time. And I'll be doing more videos as well next year. I'm just not sure exactly where it's taking me now, because, you know, I'll do updates of the garden, but because I'm not really going to grow, it's not going to be about growing and this, that, and the other. So I'm kind of still wondering what I'm going to do with regards to videos on here. You know, I still very much want to share about my life here in Bulgaria, but it's what I'm going to share about it and how I'm going to share it and everything else that goes with it. So I'm going to leave it there because my throat is so dry and I don't know why. But I really just wanted to touch base with everybody. So it's likely that I'm not going to be in touch with you guys now until the new year. So I want to wish everybody all the very best. Have a very Merry Christmas. I'm wishing you a very happy and healthy new year. This year has been amazing for me. It's probably been one of the best years of my life ever. I'm hoping that next year it's only going to get better. You know, I've had such an amazing time. I've been to, you know, Italy. I've been back home twice to the UK. I've stayed in Croatia. I've stayed in Slovenia. I've been to Serbia. Next year I'm going to Sweden. I'm going to Germany. You know, so I can only say getting better. Oh, and I'm going to Montenegro as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing all this with you guys in the future. And I know somebody asked as well before about sharing video about when I'm out and about. I'll look at doing that as well. The problem being is that I always feel a bit like this big when I'm out and about filming, because I don't know if other people are going to take offence and this, that and the other. And so yeah, I will. I mean, I want there is like shots of by the riverside and things like that I want to show you guys, you know, and I want to show you the centre of Vidden and, you know, just a lot of these things as well, you know, to show you that it is a nice place. And I'm really enjoying it here and I'll continue to enjoy it. But that's everything from me. I have talked way too much now. I'm going to go and upload this video and I'm going to go and grab something to drink. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the questions and the lovely, lovely comments. I read them all. I promise to God I do read them and I really, really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe for future videos. If there's any suggestions or anything you want, please, please feel free to ask. And I'll see you guys very soon. Until next year, as they say in Bulgarian, Chestita Koleda, meaning Merry Christmas, and Chestita Nova Godina, Happy New Year. Until next time, ciao ciao.